One day, when the glory comes, it will be ours, it will be ours. Oh, one day, when the war is won.
Oh, little Junie B, let me tell you a story about the racial injustices of America. Way back in 1863, President Abraham Lincoln ordered the Emancipation Proclamation. His main goal was to maintain unity in the United States. However, he also freed the slaves. The Emancipation Proclamation ended up not working how Lincoln thought. Yes, the nation was still united, but the racial inequality still existed as it does today.
Mr. Lincoln! Hi, how are you?
Hello, good, how are you?
Good. And how do you suppose the Emancipation Proclamation will help out America?
Well, I hope it will keep our beautiful nation united and also help out our slaves, or should I say, former slaves.
What would you do if you became aware that in over a century, all men are in fact not created equal?
Well, I would probably go back and change the Emancipation Proclamation to ensure that all former slaves would have equal rights, because I believe that we are all Americans and we should stand strong together.
Thank you, Mr. Lincoln.
Thank you.
Chapter 2. Now, Junie B, along with the Emancipation Proclamation, another event that could have changed the current racial inequality, if it had a different outcome, was the brutal murder of Emmett Till. In 1955, Emmett Till was just a young boy from Chicago when him and his cousin decided to go down to the racially segregated Mississippi and visit family. Chicago during this time was nothing like Mississippi. Emmett visited a small drugstore to buy some candy. In this store was a white woman, and reportedly Emmett acted in a way that was hardly acceptable for any man, especially unacceptable for a Negro in the South.
What did he do, Grandma?
Well, little Junie B, he catcalled that young lady in the store. Later that night, two white men came to Moses Wright's house, Emmett's great uncle, where they abducted Emmett and beat him real bad. They killed him, and then they dumped his body in a river. In his court trial, many thought that the evidence against the two white men was so obvious that it would be crazy for them not to be convicted. But with an all-white jury, these two men were found innocent for the heinous crime.
Grandma, I don't understand. If it was so clear that they were guilty, wouldn't our justice system punish them for this?
I saw his tongue had been choked out and it was lying down on his chin. I saw that this eye was out and it was lying about midway the cheek. I looked at this eye and it was gone. I looked at the bridge of his nose and it looked like someone had taken a meat chop.
Chapter 3. Now, Junie B, because of institutionalized racism, there has been an increased amount of police brutality toward African American men in the past year. This has taken place in places such as Ferguson and Baltimore in America. Now listen, Junie B, the police brutality does not reflect the views of all Americans today. After the instances in Ferguson and Baltimore, protests have sprung up across America with people from all walks of life. Although protests and riots will not solve the problem, bringing awareness to the issues is a major step in the resolution of racial injustices in America.
Oh, glory, 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 oh, glory, glory. Hands to the heavens, no man, no weapon formed against, yes, glory is destined. Everyday women and men become legends. Sins that go against our skin become blessings. The movement is a rhythm to us. Freedom is like religion to us. Justice is